Some of us are trapped not necessarily by the things we point our fingers at, but by mindsets, cultural patterns, and spiritual myths we have grown, developed, and believed from generation to generation without questioning or examining them properly. So today, I want to walk you through two dangerous mindsets you must confront and eliminate as soon as possible if you want to grow mentally, spiritually, or even emotionally. Number one, the victim mindset. The mindset that makes you to believe that everything else but you is working against you. Your village people, your father's house, your neighbors, your colleagues, your boss, even God himself. If all the forces of the universe are working against you, how come you are still surviving? Is it a challenge? I wouldn't say that you don't have enemies or there are no enemies anyway, but what we call enemies are actually more like people that are also contesting for the same crown you are contesting. What does it mean? Life in itself is a battlefield. It is a constant game of the survival of the fittest. To be born on earth, you have already won a battle of over millions of people struggling for the same crown of being given birth to. The moment you believe that your progress depends on others or external forces only, without you, you have signed up for permanent residency in the prison of your own excuses. Because whatever you believe strongly enough, you will experience it, whether it is true or false. The second mindset you have to deal with is what I call irresponsible spirituality, for lack of words. This is another silent destroyer of greatness. It is more like tendering excuses for or using spiritual excuses to cover or defend your irresponsibility. This is a mindset that makes you feel like you are doing well spiritually, but things are not just working out in this physical side. And that is because you pray a lot, you do a lot of spiritual exercises, but you refuse to engage in physical exercises, especially such exercises that could lead to progress in the physical realm. To succeed in this life, you need the cooperation of your body and your spirit. Earth is the domain of flesh. So if you are only building your spirit without building your flesh, you won't do so much on earth. Likewise, if you are building your flesh alone without building your spirit, you may not do so much beyond the earth. Could there ever be a moment where you will never participate in the affairs of your life? I don't think so. You cannot pray only to pass exams. You must read. That discipline that you are avoiding and then taking it on the spiritual way by either praying or wishing or believing or assuming, sowing seed in order to succeed, that is not the right approach to life. You have to take your life seriously, and that has to do with elimination of what I call spiritual irresponsibility. Faith is not a substitute for discipline, and prayer is not a replacement for action. You watch, you pray. You show me your faith and you show me your works. You can't declare success while living a life that contradicts your decisions. If you want God to bless your effort, it means you have to put in the effort, not just empty words of declarations, wishing, sowing seed, doing assignments. Those things have their own parts to play, but you still have your own physical parts to partake. Stop spiritualizing bad habits. Let your spirituality produce fruits in you and not excuses. I come in peace. It's just a wake-up call that the life of your dreams is not trapped in a shrine. It is not in the hands of witches, and is not locked away by village people. It is in your hand, and the key is in your mind.